Hello, hello everybody, and welcome to the Grim Soul Taker Spotlight. I call it Spotlight because sometimes, I look up something that's completely and utterly stupid, but, well, I'm looking at a few things, and I thought, come on, what would be interesting to y'all? Well, how about, Marvel said Thor was going to be a girl. How about this? Thor. Breaking. Marvel's Thor is now a woman. They give a stupid picture of her. When Marvel made an announcement that the reveal of a major news item on ABC's Chat Fest, The View, fans scratched their heads. Of course, there is a corporate synergy in the corporate titles that own ABC and Marvel, so pairing them made sense. And the most logical connection that was because The View attracts a female audience. See, the thing about this is that the Thor being a female is because they want to attract more of a female audience towards comic books. Like Black Widow and Ms. Marvel, well, now she's Captain Marvel. But they want to turn... She's got all the powers of Thor, from what they're saying. And... well, I'm not a big fan of this idea. I'd say something about it. This is more of an update video than anything. So, they made it news would have something to do with the female-centric hero. Ms. Marvel and Black Widow led the early spectrum. I don't think anyone guessed Thor Thro, though, so this tweet above has a surprise. Well, not to me. It's pathetic art. The art could have been better. I mean, her helmet's huge. Her breastplate looks like Madonna. You ever seen one of Madonna's videos where she has those cones? That's what her breastplate looks like, seriously. It's overdone. They're accentuating her boobs big time in this picture. I might leave a link down below, but she does not look like a warrior. I mean, she looks like a woman just came out of a emo festival or something that just came out of nowhere. And it's pretty ridiculous because of how they got her looking. It's like, seriously, you're gonna turn Thor into a woman, and Thor doesn't even have a metal breastplate. Okay? But they're giving her a metal breastplate. Thor had leather and chainmail type armor. And even the myth, he didn't wear armor. He wore nothing at all, no shirt or nothing. But to make Thor a woman is, in my opinion, ridiculous. If they want to attract a female audience, make another superhero. Don't one up and then say, oh, this is how she's going to look from now on. How Thor ain't getting his powers. The story behind her is that she created herself. She was saved by Thor, and she came down from Earth, followed him, and then made herself look like Thor. And now she's taking over. This isn't a groundbreaking Thor girl, which wielded similar powers to the Asgardian and assisted him in battle. The blonde woman featured in images the View looked like Tareen, the identity of the Thor girl, though we're under the impression that this will be a completely new character. Marvel is surprisingly mum on the details at the moment. Of course, why not? They might think, oh, this is a failure to begin with. Though I'm guessing more will be revealed detailed now that the cat is out of the bag. The introduction of a female Thor can and should have all sorts of implications, including a bunch of pissed off people. I mean, honestly, Marvel does not need more female heroes. They got the Phoenix. They got most of the flippin' Runaways are female. And yeah, making Thor into a woman, Marvel, not your best move. I'm going to continue to say this. This is, like I said, this is an update video. I told you I will update you more as I get more. But I'm going to look up now for you guys to give you more of an update. It's not giving me Thor 2 multiple endings, the female Thor. Alright, I'm going to read what the USA Today said about it, if it shows up. Thor is looking a little curvier than usual, but it's a new goddess of thunder. I mean, I thought that was or. In other words, storm? When the Avengers we all know and love deemed unworthy to lift the mighty weapon Mjolnir, a woman takes up the mantle, and Thor, the reluctant Marvel Comics series, debuting Wednesday by writer Jason Aaron and artist Russell Dunmer. Jason Aaron. Okay, I don't know who he is. Is he a good writer? I mean, if they don't get good writers on this comic book, they ain't gonna sell it. I don't care how good the art looks. And the art in this photo looks terrible. She's gonna be Thor. No, she's not. She's not Thor. Thor's a man. So there's Tom Brevoort, or whatever his name, Brvoort, as a powerful and strong as previous god, and embodiment of the same sort of nobility we think of as Thor being. You can't replace a man with a woman and call them by the same name. Okay, don't worry, Chris Hemsworth fans, the actor still plays his very male Thor in the next summer Avengers of Ultron in the Marvel movies in the Force videos of feature. So don't worry about there being a female Thor in the movies anytime soon. And is writing the male Thor of God of Thunder comic book, but when the old super spy Nick Fury whispers something to Thor in the event series of Origin Renal Sin, it made the Norse hero hold on for a second. If you hear something stupid in the background, it's some stupid commercial. I closed it, but don't worry about that. Has been I want to know what Nick Fury whispered in his ear. So everything's the mum on what he whispered. It's a mysterious woman from the corner of Marvel Universe who wears a mask and is the first female to carry Mjolnir around. Will be the last. Hopefully they kill her off. Things she does that are very different than the previous guy did, in particular her relationship with Mjolnir. Having a lot of fun exploring that, really making Mjolnir a character in itself. She can barely lift the flippin' thing. She's even having a hard time lifting Mjolnir. The fact that Odin couldn't pick up the hammer as someone else does, let alone a woman. In fact, not even Odin knows who this person is. He's under a mask. I imagine all that is going to drive him quite crazy. Meanwhile, the formerly known here Thor, the original Thor, don't say formerly known as Thor, Thor. Thor is a man, not a woman. Odinson, Thor Odinson, is the darker place than ever because he can't lift Mjolnir. However, when a giant threatened Ares on Earth, he rushes to help even without his power. He was always questioning his worthiness. There was always that little doubt in the back of his mind that he wasn't the god he could be, Eren said. That's bullshit. Pardon my language. I'm going to say that's bull. BS. Now that the doubt has explored, it seems he could confirm. Exactly was whispered in his ear is going to stay a mystery for a while. The writer adds, while someone assumes it's some dastardly revelation that once pushed a bunch of nuns down the stairs, something there's a little more to do than that. Identity of the new Thor will also remain a secret, but Eren promises not to tease it out for months and months. The story will be real story begins once we know who she is and her story. Nobody cares. That's the part I'm really excited to get. Well, hopefully she dies. Oh yeah, you're saying that because she's girl. No, I'm saying because Odin's son, Thor, is Thor and will always be Thor. No matter what they say or do, Thor will always be Thor. So, when we finally figure out who this is, maybe they'll change it from Thor to her name. Whoever she is, I'll be looking forward to hearing her name and then calling her the false Thor. 'Cause she is false. Thor is Thor, and always will be, regardless if he has his hammer or not. And if you look at the mythology, Thor did not gain his strength by that daggum hammer. It was by the belt he wore. He had the strength of an elder god, not just that stupid hammer. He relied on the hammer a lot. Maybe when he realized it's not the hammer that gave him the strength, it was him. Maybe he'll pick up the hammer again and bash the woman in the head with it. Saying, this is my hammer, don't touch. Maybe later on he'll feel worthy enough to pick Mojor up again. I can hold out hope for that. Because if they're going to permanently make this woman Thor, I want to see the Thor gain his strength back, at least the fighter. Maybe win it the way warriors win a weapon. Something that isn't theirs and never will be theirs. No matter how long they hold this up. Maybe in the next Marvel Universe, maybe when they do a whole cataclysmic fallout again, maybe they'll kill her off and Thor gets back his hammer. Because if something like that doesn't happen, they're gonna gain a lot of female fans of this dumb broad who nobody knows who she is because she wears a mask. Really, Marvel? You wanna... Seriously? Nobody's gonna bash that stupid helmet off her head? Doubtful. Unless it's made out of vibranium or Asgardian metal, it's gonna come off. Eventually. If I drew a comic book, Thor, it'd end her. It would just end her. It'd reveal... They'd bash her face in or bash her in or something. Because... this Thor is not something I like. If you've seen the previous video, you will know this is an update video. Then, when her name comes out in the comic book world, when I find out who she is, you will know. I will spoil it for everybody. And then we can call her by her name. And then once that happens, they'll stop calling her Thor because she's not Thor. Thor is God of Thunder, not Goddess of Thunder. So, yeah, Marvel, got a problem. Fix it. Don't make B-list superheroes into A-listers. Don't replace a man with a woman, because that's just like replacing Scott Summers with a female character, or like replacing Professor Xavier with a woman. Now that is hilarious. If you're gonna do hilarious stuff like this, Marvel, do some more stupid stuff so people can criticize you. But yeah, that's all I got now, guys. Till then, good luck. Peace. Good luck. Good night. Peace out.